Namaste everyone, welcome to my channel. As I have mentioned earlier that I had not been keeping well in the last week or so, because of which I've not been able to even come out with more videos, and I have not been able to even study a lot because it was hurting if I would look at the screen. And so I had like a very long, almost 2 week long study break. I did try to catch up on as much as I could, but it was really not as much as I would have liked. And so I kind of went completely. My whole plan went haywire. I had shared my study plan some 2-3 weeks ago, and I had decided that I would follow it, but I couldn't at all because, like I said, I was not well. Because of my plan going completely haywire, I realized that there's no way I can follow it right now and still complete the whole syllabus, or even feel confident about my preparation. So basically I needed a new plan, a plan which I can implement right away, in a way that I'm not wasting my time wondering if I will be able to finish it or not. Rather, I wanted to make sure that I do it to my best of ability, and it's kind of sufficient enough for me to get through the prelims. So, in that manner, I decided to approach this exam, although I was not sure exactly how I should plan my schedule from now onwards. While I was contemplating as to how I should go ahead, I actually came across this video by Suyash Chavan sir, who is right now a serving Indian Foreign Services officer. In his video, he basically talked about a strategy which worked for him when he was preparing for the exam, and the strategy was to plan in reverse. Basically, his idea was that you should always know that what is it exactly that you're going to study on the day before the exam, and plan everything backwards from there, so that when you do it in that manner, you know exactly how much time you need to allocate to complete one particular section of the syllabus. And basically you are able to ensure that you're able to meet those targets at the best of your ability. So I felt that at this point of time I did not have the time to plan a forward plan right now. If I do that, since there's so much to do, I will not be able to finish my syllabus and I'll keep panicking all the time. And so I decided to adopt this particular strategy, and today I am going to tell you about my reverse plan for prelims 2021. For preparing my reverse plan, the first question that I needed to answer was, what is it that I am going to be studying on the day before the exam? And when I was thinking about that, I realized that I wanted to study something which would fetch me the most marks. So it had to be something to do with the core subjects. And I felt that economy is not a kind of subject that even if you do it on the last day, apart from the international organizations and certain reports, it's not the subject that you do it on the last day and you revise. If you remember, you would remember from your revisions before, way before only. So maybe on the last third day or last fourth day I can do economy, but I didn't want to get into economy on the day or on the last day of the exam. So I kind of kept that aside. And same went with even geography, that if you are doing geography, you need to make sure that you know it beforehand. On the day before the exam, I felt that I can either do mapping practice, or I can do history, because history was one subject that I had left way back, and history was something that was even recommended by Suyash Chavan sir in his video. And so I felt that I can do either history or I can do mapping, or the environment part, in which I need to remember the different animals and the national parks and basically biodiversity hotspots and stuff like that. So I felt that I can do either or of each, or I can even try and do both in that one day. So I felt that I can dedicate like 3 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours, 4 hours each to these two subjects, either mapping and history or environment and history. And whatever I choose to leave, I would pair it up with polity on the day before that last day. So 2 days before exam, I will be doing revision of polity, because again that's also very high fetching, because there are so many questions asked, and along with that I'll do the mapping or the environment, whichever I've left for this. So basically I exactly know what I will be studying on the last 2 days before the exam. So now that I know what I will be doing on the last 2 days of the exam, I decided to know what I will be studying in the last entire month. So as I had said before, that I wanted to do in last entire month, I wanted to write as many tests as possible. So as such, I will be revising almost every subject. Because if I'm writing the tests, that's what happens. But the last month is also dedicated to writing, to doing the current affairs. And generally, in these last few years, UPSC is not only asking you last 1 year of current affairs, it goes beyond it also. And you basically need to know the contemporary issues. And beyond 1 year's current affairs, it's very difficult to go back to the books and read them. So for that, I decided that instead of writing any random tests, I would be writing tests of current affairs which were relevant for 2020 or which were relevant for 2019. Basically the mock test papers available of 2019 and 2020 of current affairs. So I will be writing some of those papers as well, so that I'm able to glimpse through the current affairs of that particular time. And along with that, I will also read the current affairs of now, so that's exactly what I will be doing in the last whole month. Apart from writing these tests, I realized that I will also need to give some time to dedicate to all the core subjects revision. And since I will be traveling the last 2-3 days at least, because there's no center in my hometown, so I need to travel to Ahmedabad to write my test. So I will be reaching there like at least 3 days in advance, so that I'm able to acclimatize to the water and to the climate over there. Basically, I realized that there will be a couple of days where I'll not be able to do anything but maybe solve few multiple choice questions. And so if I leave the last 3 days before the exam, and 2-3 more days, let's say, so last entire week, I will have 3 weeks. So in those 21 days, not only I have to write the test and I have to do the current affairs, I have to dedicate time for every subject's revision, which comes before that last week. So that will be my last thorough revision. So 21 days, let's say only 20 days, so that it's easier to divide. And there are 5 core subjects, which is history, there's environment, there's geography, there's economy, and there's polity. So these 5 core subjects, and I have exactly 20 days. So I will be dedicating 4 days revision for each subject, and I have to make sure that I'm able to finish my revision in those 4 days for every subject. So basically I decided that I will end with economy, because economy I am not going to study on the last day of exam. So it's kind of quite fresh, it stays quite fresh. So economy I will give the latest 4 days possible. And history I will try and give the earliest possible days, so that, because I am going to revise it on the last day of the exam as well. So that's exactly how I have planned my last month. And if I do know the last month's planning, basically I decided to reverse plan, and I have to not only finish my syllabus before that last month, but I also have to make sure that I have it in a thorough remembrance. All these subjects I know in a thorough remembrance. So now I have to do polity, I have to do history, I have to do geography. I've done physical geography mostly. I still need to do the climate types. And there's environment, I'm lagging quite behind in that. And then there's economy, I've already started working on it. So I have 5 core subjects, and I have March, April and May, 3 months. 3 months is 90 days. So let's say if I divide it up, I will get less than some 17 16 17 days for every subject. I have only that much of time. So I decided that I will not give as much time to geography anymore, because 10 days in geography is more than enough for me now, because I have done physical geography already. I just need to go glimpse through it quickly once. And while I'm doing the Indian geography, I will also make my video for the mapping bit of India, so that that I don't have to revise it from the lecture or from the notes. I can directly refer to my own video, which will be quite short, like the ones that I have shared before, and I can just revise from there. So basically, I will dedicate only 10 days or so for geography now. And I'm deciding to give those 10 days in the month of May itself, because again I will not be dedicating way too much time towards revision later on. So I'm trying to do it at the last, but I do need to make sure that I start history and I finish it ASAP. And I need to dedicate at least 20 to 25 days to history, because I'm quite weak at it, frankly, and that's one subject that I'm going to keep doing till the last moment. So I need to make sure that I finish it first. So that's exactly how I have decided my plan to be. So I'll do history first. Along with it, I'll try and keep doing job polity as or governance. Basically, I'll keep working on that along with history, so that I'm able to finish history and governance by March. Environment, I will need to dedicate easily 20 days. So I will try and do as much as I can in the month of March. Otherwise, by April end, I will need to make sure that I have finished environment and my economy. So those two, I think I can work on together, and it should be done. And my last month would be for mapping and geography, and then immediately I'll get on with the revision. So this is my vague plan from now onwards, and this is exactly what I'm planning to follow. I hope that I'm able to keep it this time, and I hope you find this video useful. If you did, then please leave a comment below and let me know. If you feel that I should be changing something in my plan, then please do give those recommendations. I'll try and incorporate them in my schedule. And for all my Gujarati viewers, I will come up with a Gujarati video tomorrow itself, and I will talk about what I've talked about today, and along with that I'll also talk about choosing a medium, because very soon we'll all be filling the UPSC forms. So before that, I wanted to address that bit. So let me know what you think about it, if you would want to hear from me. And please leave a thumbs up, because it really encourages me. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. Thank you so much.